feel the rhythm going. Legs ain't got time to lay low. Your knees are bending, so it's time to get up and let go. Hey, mama, how's it going? Can see your body moving. Don't leave your body dying. Push on, now your head has no right to say no. Tonight it's crazy go.
What is up, guys? Thanks for joining the show. Anyone coming over from Mersh's stream, thank you so much, guys. Tonight we are talking lots of things. I know Mersh showed you guys some stuff already, and I wanted to share my thoughts as well. So I know you guys came over from, a lot of you guys came over from his stream, and it is the Andy Warski video, which a lot of you guys saw. I work with him on some stuff. I do some other stuff for him on when he does live stuff, and I've been helping out over there. So I'm biased. I like that he's going back to creative content. I like that he's getting away from the GAF and live bullshit. I'm stoked about the upcoming stuff for that guy, because I have an insight into what he has planned, and to be quite honest, the preview video was actually pretty cool, and I think all of you will be stoked on what it equates to. I'm going to go ahead and pull that up and let you guys check that out if some of you haven't seen it. We'll get to that. Let me flip over. And I figured out how I can actually still see chat while running a video. Huh, weird. So he's actually going back to created content, right? And he's trying to do some more creative stuff with, what up, Mersh? More creative stuff on his channel, and that date is the drop date for the new thing he's doing, which is away from the good old fashioned live streaming with, I don't know, Nazis and, you know, crazy people who just want to mooch off of him, because that's what he's really ran into. A lot of people just want to use Andy, and I think he got sucked into that. It's kind of a bummer.
You think you can run, huh? A little bitch? A little bitch? Huh? Get the fuck over here. Get the fuck over here. Open your mouth and put it on the fucking curb.
Why is everyone not getting that this is live? Of course this is live. So yeah, of course it's live. I mean, technically it's not live. There's a 15-second delay. So, I mean, you can always say it's not live. I'm 15 seconds in the future from you guys, so I see what you say before I get to respond to it. But yeah, so, oh man, today's an interesting day. It's my Friday. I'm off work for the next 2 days, and I have a lot of stuff coming up that I'm working on with other people, as well as stuff that I'm doing on my own in order to grow my channel. And so I've been working on that and trying to push out more content. And I don't just do live, I do actual shoe on head if live. Oh god, how about only thing that I have near me, cup on head. There you go, there you go. Yeah, so I do creative content, and I do live streams as well, and it's one of those things where I'm working on it, and it can be quite annoying when people, and I heard this conversation a lot, people think it's tell me, oh God, don't fuck with me, Matt. It's not funny. You're such an asshole, dude. I fucking hate you. You guys are all dicks, dude. All just fucking with me. God damn you guys, you fucking trolls, dude. Okay, now I don't know how many of you were in here watching yesterday night when I hit my spit shield or pop shield for my mic, and it actually muted. It muted the the stream for about 2 minutes, and I didn't know it was muted, and people are just like sound, and I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? What's playing sound? And so when you guys say shit like that, it really trips me the fuck out, you know? I actually believe you because I fucked up last night, so. Oh man, I gotta get fucking, I gotta keep from getting trolled by you punk asses. Yeah, this is a post from last week. I'm a mod. I should know. You are uncertified as a mod. Look at his wrench. He's got that awesome wrench. Yeah, you were here frozen for my stupidity last night. Yeah, that was disappointing. But I'm learning how to use OBS and stuff better. That's why the stream actually looks like a stream and everything like that. Right? Pretty sure you were deaf for a few minutes. And I figured out why Wild Fox's media, or not media, because I haven't set up media yet, but his text-to-speech didn't work was because I had fucking desktop audio muted like an idiot. So that's always fun. Yeah, they're good. They're a good group of people. The problem is there's just always that whole fuck with them vibe, which is fine because you know what? It's a conversation here, you know. I don't know how many of you follow like comic books or anything like that, or Warski, or these other things that I like to talk about. But I mean, if you have any ideas, I know some of you probably have some political stances and pull because you come from the Revenge of the Cis side and stuff like that. You'll find that I'm open to conversation. So if you want to talk about something, or there's something that you think we should talk about together, definitely send it to me, because it's a conversation here, and I don't know. I just think it's more fun that way, you know. Where was it? Oh, so I know some of you are aware, and some of you probably aren't aware of the Chris Hardwick stuff. So he came back recently, and apparently 26 idiots on Talking Dead decided to walk off and quit because, you know, once a person is cleared of accusations, they should still be held to the standard that, you know, they assume they should be.
What is love? Baby, don't.
Give me 1 second. I'm flipping back because I'm trying to figure out. Downvoted, unsubscribed. Oh, you wanna talk about the bankers? Come on. I suck. Trelita, you hurt my feelings. Oh. You guys are gonna break my heart. God. Anyways, so the Me Too moment, all that garbage, people are pissed off because he still has a job. And go IRL? Yeah. To what? There's like nothing going on out here. I live in a offshoot of Los Angeles where it's just chill and relax, you know? But anyways, he got this review. They found out that he wasn't to blame. That should be good, right? Show you dance moves. Yeah, kiss my ass, Matt. Maybe I'd show you dance moves. There's a little thing at the bottom of my other screen that shows you how to get dance moves. But yeah, so everyone's now lampooning him still, and people don't seem to understand that no matter what, if a guy's cleared of these accusations from his crazy ass ex who was just trying to be vengeful to the guy who dumped her and never, I don't know, like actually came with any proof, then maybe these fuckbag publications should lay the fuck off of him. Like, the Me Too moment is seriously just pushing people further and further to the right, I think. Guys are getting... Sorry. I want to know if Hitler, Godzillion, where did the gas go? Jesus Christ. And yes, people have jobs. I have a job, and I am stuck working every day, 5 days a week, like 10-hour days, you know? Everyone should have a job. This is not fair. So are you calling for universal jobs? Are you a fucking socialist, Trolita? Jesus. You want the government to provide you a job so you can live in your shoebox house? We could turn this into Venezuela, guys. I think if we turned it into Venezuela, this country would turn right around. It's the one place that is definitely a good representation of what socialism is and how good it is. Ryan Seacrest is not impressed with Trump's approval rating. Also, the proof that Seacrest didn't touch her is obvious on its face. It's a female claiming it. Oh, yeah. I mean, Hollywood females, whatever. Hollywood women seem to, want to, lampoon everyone. See, I like you guys. You guys are all interactive. It's fun. Let's see. There was a few other things that I wanted to talk about, but it was quite funny because I watched all of Nightwave, and his rant in the beginning was fucking on point and just a great Mersh rant. It definitely wasn't as big as like a Royce rant, but it was a nice little rant. I think we should all let off steam like that occasionally, because he's not far off. If they start moving people away from the platforms and start censoring people financially, it's going to be rough. Everything you liked about school and everything you hate about your dad, fam. Everything I liked about school. After school, your mom was my babysitter. Put a math together. And everything I hate about my dad. I don't hate my dad. My dad's dead, like literally dead. But, I loved your mom. You guys too much. Let's see what we got going on. I'm trying to get better with the OBS. That way the show quality goes up and all that. Mr. Winters, the thing I hated most about my dad was he taught me at school, and he was my favorite teacher. Oh, that's a bummer, dude. You couldn't get away with shit because your dad worked at the school. That's always shitty. I was trying to figure out how to do some stuff like going over to different streams and bringing people and showing you guys it and getting that embedded. So I'm still working on that, obviously. Is it really bad that Alex Jones got deplatformed? I don't think it's bad that he got deplatformed. I mean, he had some crazy ass ideas, so I didn't fully agree with him. But I think in essence, if it starts happening to him, they're just with the term hate speech without any kind of explanation, it's just going to continue. They'll be able to use hate speech for anything. I mean, a good example is my Twitter was hateful conduct because I called a girl a thought. So, I mean, apparently you can't say thought nowadays. Royce does not pay me at all. I mean, he can if he wants. They're making that big Revenge of the Sis bucks. Nah, they're doing well. I like those guys a lot. And then I'm actually working on... What am I working on right now? I'm working on an article for their website, another one. If you guys don't check out their articles, you should check them out. They got some good stuff on the website there. Give me 1 second. I'm pulling through to see what's going on in the world. I'm curious to see what craziness is going on live. Oh God. It's always funny when you look at the live streaming page and you see like just stupid ass people live, and it just trips me out. Like some dude talking about freaking his new weapon that he got in Fortnite. Oh yay. I still think one of the best live streams I saw was the crazy lady teaching people how to make spells and shit. Yeah, I agree with you, John. None should be deplatformed. If you have an issue with someone, just mute them, block them, anything like that. Like you got to get away from the whole mentality of trying to get yours and get back at people. It's like, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's good for no one. What are you sorry for, you stoned Mexican? Was it Siege Breaker? I don't know what it was. Looked like he got some fucking epic sniper rifle or some gayness like that. I don't know what the deal with Fortnite is. Like, I just can't get into that game. Like those kind of games just fucking annoy the shit out of me, to be quite honest. I mean, it's cool that you can get out of a game fast and get your ass handed to you or whatever, but I don't know. I prefer more like, I don't know, real games, not just fucking games that are free to play bullshit money grabs like that, because that's all it is. It's a money grab. Oh, dating and relationship live stream. Yeah. Oh, you guys we should watch some animals kill each other. That'd be fun. Yeah, right. First they came for Alex Jones, they came for Red Ice, when they came for me, never forget. Yeah. I think a lot of the trolls are because of me. I show you streaming. No. It's all good, Stone Mexican. This is a lot of the crowd from Mersh, and they're actually really good people, and I don't mind them fucking with me. It's fun. It makes it a lot of fun. Now, God damn it, I have freaking, because I turned my computer off, my fucking autofocus is on. Let me fix that. Logitech. And even if you save it, it automatically turns that shit back on. No matter what. It's fucking stupid. Ross Perot. But no, what I'm working on tonight after I get done streaming and talking with you guys, I'm going to be putting in some work on some creative content for the next couple of days. The hard thing is when you do like up-to-date stuff and moving stuff in essence of you want to be up-to-date, brand new, keeping with whatever the trend is. It's fucking rough. And that's actually what I'm going to be writing the article on Revenge of the Sis about is YouTube as a job. And for me, it's not a job. It's fun, stuff like that. I do it for, you know, the interaction and a creative outlet. But when you actually think about it, I literally come home from work and will record a video, cut it up, an hour or so of editing, maybe more depending on the length of the video, and then, you know, uploading and dealing with all that shit and the algorithm and everything else. And people who just think it's something easy, something, I don't know, childish, that, oh, it's not a real job. I mean, you look at like Revenge of the Sis or the Andy Warskis or, I mean, shit, PewDiePie. It's, you notice if they take a day off. You notice if they're not around because you're so used to them having an event or a show every day. I'm not a Canadian, man. Hey, don't be mean to SMG. He's a good guy. He does help me a lot. He shills the stream all the time. You know, he's a good guy. He means well, and he helps out a lot. Anyone else that's new in here, throw a like on the video or stream, whatever, and subscribe if you're new. That always helps out. Because then you guys can see some of my creative content and stuff I do that publishes. I usually publish creative content in the day while I'm at work. Like I do the auto publish and that shit. That way I'm not sitting on no content while I'm at work. But like most nights I'll record 2 videos, edit them, and then put them out for the next day. It's painstaking. So if you ever think of getting into YouTube, like, make sure you're good with wasting a lot of time, because it is a lot of work. I was also, I don't care if you guys bully. Jesus Christ. Oh man, you guys are funny. Andy will have one breakdown to go. No, I don't think he will. I think if you would have heard him or talked to him recently, you'll have seen a huge shift in the guy. Me and him talked on Saturday and Sunday about his plan and what he has going on, and the guy sounds revamped. The guy seems to be excited about going back to creative content and working on that stuff, and it's good to see him be excited again, you know, when so many people like get burnt out and stuff, and you could hear it in his fucking voice, like he was fucking burnt out. So it's just cool to see that he's actually excited about content again. Because that's what how I came to know his channel was content, you know, not from the live shit or anything like that, even though like I, you know, started watching his live stuff, but it wasn't what brought me to his channel. And so, I don't know. I don't think I'll have a breakdown again. He's good to go. That's Coke talking? Nah. If you knew what was going on recently, you would know what's going on. Like, it's not, he took a break because, one, he went out for like 4 days on, shit, what would you call it? Vacation. vacation with Sinead, and he because it was their anniversary, so he was gone for that, and then he wanted to step away from live. And I guess he's been, from what he's saying, like this whole new project, he has probably about 3 to 4 hours towards this new project recorded, so that's kind of cool. So yeah. And he was used like a Russian horn, pumped. Yeah, and he... thanks, Dr. Brony. He was, and that's the one thing that when he approached me, I wanted him to make it clear is, dude, I want to see you succeed and I want to be helpful. Just let me know what I can do to help, instead of like the JF shit, you know, or the other shit where people were taking advantage of the dude, to be quite honest, because they knew he had the platform and it launched their success. And I don't know, a lot of people have done that to that guy. I think the only person who hasn't is Chris Warski is a real life friend versus, you know, internet friends. And so it made it less likely that he's gonna use him, you know. It always trips me out because my mods don't have any given thing about blocking chat or anything, and so when I see a message retract, I'm like, is someone fucking with the chat? But then I see it's retracted. I'm so used to seeing freaking like the super like liberal streams you go in and you just get freaking your shit dumped if you make jokes or anything to anyone. Yeah, I think I 100% agree with you there, Jabroni. It was a step away that was needed, and it's cool that he's done that. I was watching some different videos today and different stuff today that's going on, and I don't know. I what I like about when I'm doing a live show is I don't want to talk about the drama of YouTube, and I don't want to use and talk about like the heavy dramas and stuff. Oh no, you're good, Kaylee. It just tripped me out. I don't know. I want this to be a place where it can be whatever the hell we want, where it's just yeah, go for it, Mexican guy. Conversation and interaction, where it doesn't have to be about internet drama or YouTuber or who the fuck's fucking up this week. Like, I'd rather it be conversation with you guys, talking about real world stuff and not just YouTube drama. Like the mindset of a lot of like the IBS and stuff like that. Like, I mean, I can dig it for a little bit, but 3 hours of screaming at each other, oh man, I can't stick with the show like that. My watch rate would be like 5 minutes at most. Oh, that's what they're talking about. Oh, that's why they're mad. Oh, okay, cool. You know, it's like, I don't know. It doesn't seem worthwhile to me, and it's one of those things where I just can't do it. Yeah, and then, so coming up later this year, I'm going to Afterwave. That's actually not a bad. I should do that because my show will probably almost always fall after his show. That's not a bad name. You got Daywave, Nightwave, and Afterwave. I have to get approval from those guys to use it, you know? It'll be funny. And I think it's a good name for this. First rule of Fight Club, don't chase trends. If Andy's a good guy, gleefully his talent can be used for good. People need to learn to stop chasing fame, though. Yeah, that's one thing that I think a lot of people do is they go where the money is, or that stuff can be found, you know? And a lot of people end up on those trends, and it's a bummer because you see good, talented people fall apart under that. Microwave. No, Mr. Winters, micropeen. Aftershave. Oh, man. Shit, if you were here last weekend, it was probably about 110 here, and I'm 15 minutes from the coast in California. So, yeah, it was fucking gross as shit. I was running my AC all night and all day. That's a good one. Peanut shake Gluck wave. But it's G-Luck, man. You know, it's like everyone wants to smash it together. You see the dash? You see the dash there? Yeah, okay. The dash is there for a reason, okay? I was gonna play something, and that's why I put the headphones on, and then you realize, what the fuck, I'm not playing it. I'm sitting here just chatting. Oh, man. But I don't know. I need to find something to fill the top of my thing, since the bottom is like slammed now. I should start thinking of trademarking Ice Wave or Cold Wave before it's claimed. Yeah, no. You gotta. I won't tell you a thing about me, baby wino. You're gonna come molest me like Stone Mexican tries to all the time. Stone Mexican's not too far from me either. Oh, you're in whale's vagina? You're in a whale's vagina? Gotcha. Yeah, California's nice, man. I like the climate and the how much climate there is, like, because it's a big state, so that you can go to the coast, the mountains, desert, everywhere. But I just dislike some of the people, man. Thankfully, I'm in a semi-red area where I don't have to see too much of the liberal spurging. Well, not even liberal spurging. I apologize to real liberals. The progressive spurging. I don't have to see that too often unless I go into the city and stuff. Cool thing, I'm actually going to be having, hopefully on live sometime soon, what's his face? The guy from Slightly Offensive. He's going to be coming on my live conversation show, which I'll probably start doing in this format. I could play lo-fi hip-hop and just, always make money that way or whatever. The money and attention is too tempting, but seriously, the greed and attention corrupts people if they don't watch out or have actual friends to help. Yeah, I agree. And money can corrupt anything. How many of these fires do you think were started by illegals? I don't think any of them. A G-Luck wave. Yeah, then I could play music, I could just start a lo-fi channel, just run it all fucking night, and then have thousands of viewers. But I think money obviously is a necessity, but people get so focused on it. Like with me, like I'm going through a lot of crazy shit with what happened with the ex, if any of you were in here yesterday. And so now I have an apartment that I'm stuck in a lease in, that to anyone who doesn't live in California, you'll probably think it's an astronomical price, but $1,500 a month for a single bedroom is fucking insane. And then you add in things like rent, well, besides rent, utilities, internet. I mean, because honestly, you can't live without internet these days. Like, I definitely couldn't live without internet. I'd be fucked. And yeah. And then, if you have any other kind of bills, like a car payment or anything like that, you're kind of shit out of luck. So my purse strings have tightened, because before I was saving money, and I've had to basically pull out of my savings account, and I'm pretty tapped now. So with work, it's weird to be where I'm at now and have to go back to the mentality of almost paycheck to paycheck, because you were so absorbed. No, I didn't get divorced. It was, we were engaged. Thankfully, it never went to marriage, and she's a cheating whore. And so that happened, and, you know, I don't know. It felt, vibes at the end felt like it was on the way out. But just being stuck in a lease where I can't necessarily move to somewhere cheaper without having a lease break, and a lease break would be, you know, first and last month rent, fucking $3,000. That's not gonna happen. I mean, even if you take the security deposit, it's what? It was 1 month's rent. So I would still have to come up with rent for here and rent for a new place. But just the mindset of money as a necessity, like I could find myself doing the same shit and moving towards, yeah, exactly, $750 for a 3-bedroom house. And I mean, you're also in the greater, no, you guys are good, in the greater Central Valley. And I grew up in the Central Valley of California. It's ag land, it's rural, and you have to go for shit, how long? In California, I believe it's 9 months. You have to get away with not paying rent, and then you have to tie them up in court and shit. But like the Central Valley of California, which is ag land and all that, and it's the area of California that's really red. It's the red belt in California. That's where Devin Nunes is elected out of, and everything like that. It's a lot cheaper up there because it's not by the beach. It's in the middle of I mean, it used to be a great sea, but now it's like a desert. I need to switch to men. No, I'm focused on YouTube right now, dude. Like occasionally, like when the need arises, I'll go out and have a few drinks with friends. Well, I would in the past, but tighten down on that. And then, or, you know, hit up the Tinder, man. Tinder's the easiest way to find freaking some strange if you want some strange. But I've been so focused on YouTube for the last, like, shit, what is it now? 3-4 weeks? I think in the last 3 weeks I've put out something like 50 videos. Something crazy like that. Because I'm just trying to, you know, keep keep rolling and keep, you know, keep the trend going, because I had a huge spike over the last month or so, which has been awesome to see. And for me, it's, you know, it for a lot of people it's like, oh, it's just 100 additional subscribers. But when you're a small channel and you get that spike and it's a quarter of your views, you know, it's like shit. Yeah, I think I've put out probably about 50 videos. And the cool thing is I'm starting to get girls watching my videos, not for any creepy reasons, but my demographic has always been only male, and it's been fucking weird. Like, I was sitting 100% male viewership, and then, you know, people are starting to roll over and catch me from other places, so I'm able to get a little more exposure. But the one of the shitty parts about single and ready to mingle, what's the Central Valley? Like, it's from, let's say, 30 miles, 40 miles south of Bakersfield, California, all the way up to, like, north of Sacramento. Yeah, right around there. It's the San Joaquin Valley. Fucking massive. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. I'll actually pull it up. California map. It's really, it's huge. It's massive. But it's right along the Sierras where oh, you can zoom with this shit. Oh, that's how it works. All right, cool. So, but yeah, so the Central Valley is essentially from right, not Mettler, yeah, right around here, all the way up to the break is right here to Shasta. So it's massive, but it's a former, because this is all mountains and this is all mountains. Like this is the coastal range, and then this is the Sierra Nevadas, and which run all the way up and tie into the coastal range and then move up through the rest of, you know, that area. But it used to be an inland sea, and so it's super rich farmland and everything like that. So they actually, probably a lot of your produce and other stuff that you even eat comes out of the Central Valley, California. That's like California's breadbasket, to be quite honest. But then you get out into along the coast, anywhere along the coast, like except for, where is it? Except for here, that's really red. That's actually Reagan. The Reagan Library is like right here. Where is it? Oh, the Reagan Presidential Library is like right there. So, super red area. And then, you know, you roll here and it's pretty red. Like Ventura County is pretty red. And then they call Ventura Kentucky because there's a lot of like people who retired out of Kentucky who moved to Ventura. And then you move into like Orange County and that's red. So those are the three like major red zones in California. And so people, it used to be the breadbasket of the world. And hard to take an old sage advice when the world markets look at you fingertips. Sage advice still applies. I say good luck, but you've got to make your own sometimes. Yeah, you do have to hustle. And I mean, I work in a business where it's driven by myself and my work ethic and the kind of effort that I put into it. So if I'm not succeeding, it's my fucking own fault. And I mean, I do marketing and everything like that. So if I'm not putting in the effort, I'm not going to take home a good sized paycheck. And so I bust my ass every day. And I think anyone who's an older millennial, like in their 30s, to like mid 20s and up, tend to have an understanding because they're not stuck at home or they're pushed out. Whereas, like, I know when I was younger, when I was in college, I wasn't liberal. I was, like, middle ground, but I wasn't self-sufficient. I mean, well, not from my parents helping, but, you know, government help and stuff with college, because, you know, anyone who can pay for college on their own is fucking lucky. But, so, I always had the mindset of my work ethic is the most important part to me. So anyone who doesn't take the time to put in the effort, like, they can go fuck themselves. That's why, and I'll share a story with you guys. My uncle works in ag industry. He actually sells soil and chemicals for, you know, treating and getting rid of bugs and whatnot. He used to work for Ecolab, which is a big producer of ag stuff and ag products. He actually works closely with a lot of farmers, so he goes out to the dairies in the Central Valley and elsewhere. He's actually ran into weird situations where he'll be out talking to the farm owner, and this one specific farm owner was a former immigrant from Mexico, came over the right way, and then couldn't find work, started working as manual labor and a, you know, ag worker, and decided to, when the farmer was deciding to retire, he's like, I want to buy the dairy. So he bought the dairy. And so he has some migrant workers and stuff. Of course he does. So he was trying to help people out who were from his same area in Mexico he originated from. And good night, Jesse. Have a good one. And so he was trying to do some things for these young kids and people who came over here illegally and, you know, pay them a decent working wage, show them how to go through getting citizenship and doing it the right way. And he actually had state of California vans come out onto his property occasionally, and it was someone who basically was pushing welfare. And the person comes out onto the land and says, hey, if any of you want to know if you've hit your amount of time you have to work in order to qualify for federal or state aid, we can help you with that. And the the farmer actually would kick him off of his land because he's like, I came in as a migrant worker, worked my ass off, I'm a citizen, and I'm trying to show these guys and these people what is possible if you actually live an American dream style lifestyle where you can work your ass off and everything. And they're pushing that mindset that if you work a certain amount of hours, then you qualify for state aid. And he actually had one of his guys be like, oh, you know, I'm quitting. And he's like, oh, are you going back to Mexico? And the guy's like, no. He's like, I actually hit the amount of hours I have to work, and now I'm going to go, you know, get aid. And it's one of those things where it's just like, okay, what the fuck? And why in the fuck is our state pushing that? They want voters. That's the whole fucking reason. What's up, Chad? How are you? That's the whole reason. Democrats want voters. So they're going to give money away to people. They're going to give fucking anything to get voters to vote for them, because then it's like, oh, I work for the Democratic Party, or we would push this, and we're the ones helping you out money-wise. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, oh, man. Like, and the farmer guy, and this is verbatim from my uncle's mouth. I wasn't there, so I can't attest to it, but my uncle knows I used to be somewhat liberal, and we were talking about this, and he's like, I bet you would have thought blah, blah, blah. Like, you think that the guy should get help. And I'm like, no. I'm like, I've actually shifted quite a bit. And so we talked about that. But he was there when this happened, and the farmer literally told the kid, he's like, only reason I brought you on is because you come from the same small village, town area in Mexico, and I wanted to show you how you can progress as an American, how you can grow, you know, and do things the right way. And you wanna take the easy way out, get the fuck off my land. You will never have a job with me again, and I will make sure you never have a job in this town again, in agriculture, obviously. So I hope getting paid pennies and on the dollar, because he was paying him like $20 an hour, so that's decent money in California. It is manual labor, and they're picking food and working with cows and shit. That's rough work, but it's good money. Have you seen how bad California is with the homeless, and the Democrats keep giving them free needles to junkie? I haven't seen the free needles part, but I live in California and have definitely seen it. You can't go into like certain areas of LA that, like, I mean, Skid Row has gotten 5 years ago. Skid Row, you could drive through, no worries. Yeah, there were some homeless people and some sketchiness, but man, it's gotten bad. Like, it's fucking tent city every fucking where. And I don't just think, and I'll tell you guys this, I don't think it's purely Californians or illegals. I think it's people from slightly more inner land states coming out as well. Because if you can jump on train it, or jump on a train and hit the coastal areas, you're going to have a better experience sleeping outside. By that I mean, we don't have rain here. It rarely rains, and you don't run into those things. So I think it's like the tramp movement, the fact that psych wards and everything else got shut down has really impacted California when it comes to this kind of stuff. So it's weird to live in a state where, I mean, we have great climate and great all this, but then you go and it's just like the homeless populace is just fucking insane. Like, I do not understand how they actually push this. You know what what I'm getting tired of seeing, and I don't know how you guys feel. I know I do not agree with what he did. I do not agree at all. But every one of these streams that are on at night, except for maybe Killstream, are mundane Matt. Who gives a fuck? Okay, the guy fucked up. Make as many videos about it as you want, but stop. Let's stop focusing on him. People, and what you said earlier, people jump on the bandwagon, blah blah blah. This is people jumping on the bandwagon and trying to make money off of this dude's antics and shitty actions. I don't want to hear it anymore. I want to go on a channel that I used to like watching their stream of and listen to them actually have a conversation about something that's not fucking mundane Matt. Webcam live streams? What the fuck is that? No, yeah, I don't get it. All these fucking streams. They definitely are beating a dead horse. Definitely LA loves the homeless. Yeah, Santa Monica, dude. Go to Santa Monica, you can be homeless there. Seems to be the place for the homeless. I wanted to, where was it? Wanted to show you guys something else. I have to look it up first because I don't know where I put it. But it's getting interesting out here, and people's mentality is getting interesting. I don't know. It's just the mindset of stupidity. Let me see. I saw it. The one thing that I don't get, and you guys can tell me, do any of you guys watch that Sniper Wolf chick? She keeps hitting fucking goddamn YouTube trending, and I'm tired of it. I don't want to see her fucking ass hitting trending. The court, no. I hate when, like, I'm like, oh, that'll be cool to talk about. I should talk about that live. And then there's, can't find it, or forgot where I saw it at. It's like, Jesus Christ. Trying to prep for shows. Yeah, people will always jump on trends. LA, San Francisco, those tend to be the two major, like, homeless areas. Anaheim or Orange County as well. Let's talk about our golden sanctuary god, Lord Brown Turd. Oh shit, speaking of, that's what I wanted to talk about. Fuck yeah. I don't know if you guys, any of you guys know much about serial killers or anything like that. The Golden State Killer. It was a pretty prolific serial killer in California history, and they have determined who it was and who he was. I don't want to see your goddamn Facebook ads. Go to mute that so you guys don't have to hear that garbage. So it was a pretty prolific serial killer. 13 kills. Apparently it was a fucking cop. And they found out that he was actually also a pretty major
to file first-degree murder charges against Joseph D'Angelo for the 1975 murder of Mr. Claude Snelling. And
that's actually the county I grew up in. I grew up in Tulare County.
What is really our first step in not only holding him accountable for the crime here in Visalia, but really providing justice not only to the victim's family, but to a community at whole. And I say that.
So what had happened is in the time frame before he went on to become a serial killer, he was not suspected. There was this case of break-ins where the person would actually, this guy, Jesus Christ, break into people's house and basically steal shit. He'd eat out of their kitchen, other stuff. He would never take anything of value. He would just take weird shit like photos of the family and stuff. D'Angelo is also believed to be behind a string of burglaries that terrorized Visalia and Tulare County in the mid-1970s, Salazar said. A prowler would break into homes in the evening by prying open doors and windows, and probably just open doors in the 70s. The intruder would rifle through belongings, but rather than steal items of high value, would instead take keepsakes items like pocketing one earring instead of a pair, Salazar said. The burglar was known to eat or prepare food in victims' houses, and some victims received strange phone calls after the robberies. These were the practices common to the serial killer, the Golden State Killer, after rapes and break-ins. The Visalia break-ins ended after an officer caught a suspect trying to enter a home, Salazar said. The suspect shot at the officer, injuring him, but the officer was able to provide a description. Ballistic information allowed police to link to a stolen gun, to one of the break-ins, to Snelling's killing. D'Angelo is now facing first-degree murder charge in Tulare County. But yeah, so let's finish the video, or part of the video.
Because going back from the spring of 1974, this community was terrorized by these rampant crimes in their tenacity, their intimate nature, and the frequency.
Filipino Shay, what's up, man?
These crimes culminated, if you will, in the fall and winter of 1975 with the tragic murder of Mr. Snelling. And as Chief Salazar mentioned, as abruptly as they started soon after in the winter of 1975, they abruptly ended here in Visalia. Now, we tragically know they continued elsewhere in the state.
Is your job not exactly what you expected?
You're still here. I thought we fired her.
But yeah, so even with just looking at the chat screen, sorry, I wanted to see what you guys were talking about and interact with you guys while that vocal was playing. The guy was a cop. This was a fucking cop at the time, and they believed this was his first murder. And they said that they wouldn't be able to find DNA, but they found because he even hit Ventura County. He was all over the state. That's why they called him the Golden State Killer, because it wasn't just like he was targeting one area, like, you know, with the Unabomber and stuff, who was you know, going into San Francisco and mailing out his packages, and they found it out that way. But he went all over the state, and he was the first person they actually deemed there was another name for him, but they found out that he is actually it would be a shame if you put some money in it, but it would be greatly appreciated. It seems like it's awesome that they found him and they can link him to the starting point and tie him to all of this stuff, because he was sitting in jail as a suspect for this in Sacramento. I don't know. I always find it interesting when this was the 70s. It took them, 40 fucking years? 40 years to figure out that this guy... Wow. Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Closing parenthesis.
Oh, thank you for the smiley face, Filipino Shay. That's really appreciated, man. You're awesome. I thought you were gonna toss like some, vulgarity. I'm okay with some vulgarity. I opened it up to completely unfiltered chat because last night it edited the word bitches or something stupid. But yeah, so and then John, you brought up something that was interesting too. The John Smith, you brought up the terrorists getting released on bond. So the New Mexico terrorists, the fucking judge actually let them go. Let them out without bond. Not bond, but they're allowed to leave and not be in jail. Like, come on. Let's see this. Let me get this stupid ad done so that way when it pops up. But yeah, so the judge ruled that there's no reason to hold them on bond because they can't tie them to being a threat to evade, or that they're not terrorists, or there's nothing that the court argued. Here, let's start this over.
Right, so it may popular decision, but as 7 explains, the judge was following state law.
I'm going to deny the petition for pretrial detention pending trial.
It's a decision that
Night,
surprised
Kaylee.
many, but District Judge Sarah Backus's job is not to follow her opinion or gut feeling on a case. It's to follow the rules. Specifically, bail reform rules passed 2 years ago that all New Mexico courts must follow.
It's not enough just to go in there and say, the charges are serious, we think they're dangerous, we think they're a flight risk. They have to
The motherfuckers have links. One of their dads is a link to
KOAT legal expert John Day
the
says
first
the
attempt
judge
on
wasn't so
the
convinced by
towers
what
in New York.
prosecutors presented in court.
It's certainly understandable why people are concerned, why people are thinking about it, because it does seem very serious. But the fact is, no one's been convicted. These are simply allegations, and there's been no murder charge filed.
Defense lawyers reminding the judge the suspects face only child abuse charges right now.
You really didn't hear a single fact about the child abuse for these 11 children.
As for the guns found on the property, defense lawyers say Siraj Wahaj was permitted to own a gun.
Yeah, but was he permitted to train children with freaking propagandized bullshit, and then to have no media mention that they're Muslims? Like, come on, man. You know that's bullshit.
So what about that school shooting allegation? Prosecutor said one of the kids told a foster parent they were being trained.
The state alleges that there was a big plan afoot, but the state hasn't shown, to my satisfaction, by clear and convincing evidence, what in fact that plan was.
And remember, these bail...
What the fuck does the judge need the plan to be? You need it in writing? You need him to say, hey judge, we have this Venn diagram of what we're gonna do. We're gonna show exactly what we're gonna do. Is that what the fucking judge needs? Like, are you fucking idiots? You're gonna run and push this whole mentality that because the state doesn't show enough, these motherfuckers, one, who are these kids? Why in the fuck are they there? They were living in squalor, and that's okay. But don't worry, they don't have ties to other countries where they could evade the U.S. Are you fucking stupid? Oh, because the dad is a freaking, what's it called? A mom, that he can't help get his son out of the country. Like, even the new, I'm going to see if I can find it. The New Mexico,
Reforms were passed by the legislature.
the New Mexico governor even commented on it and was just saying that on compound. Let me see if I can find it. I'm curious what the freaking ordered the release of the adults. Levinson, Taos County has been received threats. All 5 were originally charged with child abuse. According to her office, Sarah Barakis has come under fire through social media, email, and phone calls. Well, that's what you get for fucking being stupid. I'm sorry, but you pull an order like that, you're going to be fucked. Ruled that the 4 suspects will be released on ankle monitors. Oh, yeah. The 5th will remain... Oh, Sarai Wahaj, or whatever his fucking name is, terrorist 1.0, will only remain locked up because he has a warrant out for him in Georgia for kidnapping his son and then watching him die. And there's a quote... I wish I could find it. Let's see if it's in here. The burden is on the state, and the state has to prove that by clear and convincing evidence. What do you want fucking written out? If the kid reported to his foster parents that it's that they were training them, I'm gonna believe a kid. Why in the fuck would the kid lie? Like, even if the kid just wanted to get back at him for the way they were treated, I don't give a fuck. Like, to be quite honest, like, these motherfuckers need to go. Prosecutors say Wahaj's 3-year-old son died during a religious ritual on the property. Yeah, apparently the kid had seizures. One of the other kids who was witness to it said that he had white shit spewing out of his mouth. The governor, Susana Martinez. Oh, look. The dangerous accused criminals in the Taos compound case should never have been released on bail yesterday. This is the result of liberal pretrial release rules put in place by the New Mexico Supreme Court. Judicial activism at its worst, and something I have spoken out against for years. Unfortunately, this case isn't the first time dangerous criminals have been released back into our communities after committing heinous crimes. Just a few weeks ago, Dawn Lady, who was high on meth and brutally beat her 1-year-old daughter so badly that the little girl had to be put into a medically induced coma, was released on bail after the judge determined that she was not a danger to others. Are you fucking kidding? She beat a kid! Another recent case, Alexis Rogers was charged with murder in a drive-by shooting. It's all fucking women. While she was out on bail, she also hosted a party where a 21-year-old was murdered. Unfortunately, these cases are just the tip of the iceberg. It's time to put a stop to the revolving door in our justice system and keep dangerous criminals in jails. Yeah, no shit. Like, oh man, no matter what the situation is, you don't let out people who fuck with kids, harm kids in any kind of capacity. You don't let them out. You don't let out people who commit some sort of major crime. You don't do it. Like, I don't get it. I do not get this. I do not get this mindset. It's damn depressing. It's just, I don't understand it. I don't understand the mindset of allowing people who should not be out on the streets. What up, failure? To be out on the streets. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, the governor's right. And just the fact that it's quote unquote them holding up the Constitution. No, motherfuckers should be sitting in jail until their trial starts. Like, that's just my personal beliefs. Yeah, welcome in, man. I'm kind of getting used to setting up and getting all this Streamlabs shit and everything rolling. And, trying to get an actual, talking show. And especially since, oh, by the way, my Twitter was destroyed. So if you and others want to refollow me, it's still real AGLUCKYT now, because Twitter's a bunch of fucking dickbags who think the word thought is hateful content. So yeah, I got pushed off for calling a girl a thought, but the benefit I have is I pushed the mindset of, hey, it was auto-corrected to thought. I was trying to say that. So hopefully that works. We'll see if they buy that bullshit. But it's funny with these situations where you have, God only knows, shitty people getting out of jail for no reason, and they should be sitting in a prison, but they're not. Yeah, for thought, Boober. Literally for saying the word thought. It's just, I don't know, man. Because she's like, oh, I'm going to mute you. I'm like, you can mute me all you want, but it doesn't matter. Like, I don't care if you mute me. I'm still going to tell you, you do not get my respect because you demand it. Sorry. There's the link to the new Twitter, since the other one got roasted. You can't demand respect out of people. It's earned. And if you are demanding my respect, I don't have to give it to you. You haven't earned it. Or I don't have to give you respect you haven't earned thought. And so, I could put, it makes sense to say earned that. So that's why I played it off like that. Hopefully, now, fucking bitch reported me and had a friend report me and actually admitted to it. Let me see if she... Nope, I ain't logged. Actually, you know what? I will log in there. Log in. Oh, no. I forgot I have a new password on that other one. The fuck? So check this out. I'll show you guys on here, the thread. So Pop, the other guy who has been helping out with Warski's stream, was kind of poking at her after I got banned. So if you can see that, violating our rules against hateful conduct. Literally what I said. Run away all you want. I don't care if I'm muted, and I don't have to come at you with respect that you haven't earned. Thought. And she literally responded to Pop. Where is it? You never answered, but now I know. My friend messaged me this. He reported it. Your friend was reported suspended because he called me a thought when I said he was muted. They didn't suspend him because he told me I didn't care. No shit, you fucking retard. I'm not a fucking idiot. You don't have to explain it to people who aren't stupid like you. I'll give you a little unsolicited advice. Of course it's unsolicited. Women and even men are getting sick and tired of this behavior. It isn't just in social media, but in real life. I won't tweet what he tells me to tweet, so it calls me a liar. I'm not an it, bitch. I have fucking a dick. You can call me by my fucking preferred pronouns of man. Fucking daddy. It continues on with fucking shenanigans. And I don't understand how I can still see people who've tweeted me or commented on me. But, well, one, I'll show you guys this so you can take a look at it. Of course. Never Trump and now no GOP. I may retweet you because I agree with you or because you are the biggest idiot to walk the earth. Up to you to figure out which one. I don't know. You're a fucking idiot. Your account is currently suspended. Oh, yay. No shit. But she posted a thread. No wonder if it's still there. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Because if you ever look at my Twitter or anywhere, I have never suggested that I voted for Trump. I may be middle of the ground to the right, but I've never claimed to, you know, be a male Trump supporter or anything like that. But because she's a fucking progressive piece of human garbage, of course she's going to call me out at male Trump supporter. Male Trump supporters are like this online in real life. A grown man in a MAGA hat did this to my niece's friend the other day. She is 16. He called her a stupid slut. He heard the girls talking about Trump while eating. He passed their table when leaving and said, stupid slut. Well, you think that people on your side are much better? I'm sorry, but they're not. Fucking snatching hats off kids' heads, throwing drinks in their faces, spitting in people's faces. Go fuck yourself, you fucking whore. And then, of course, you know, she's almost ratioed. Be funny to watch her ass get ratioed. But yeah, so this is the whore who got me kicked off. I am not calling for anyone to say anything to her. If you, whatever, yeah. But then so Pop goes at her and gives her shit about it, and let me see. I want to see that thread because it was funny. He's like, "You reported him, you coward," and then she talks about her friend, blah blah blah, and he's like, "I didn't respond to you. Yeah, I think reporting's cowardly." In general, I think anyone should be able to say anything and idly why my interaction with you has any indication of how I treat women, seeing as you're not one but have a good one. Proving my point still. Well, I love you. Goodbye. I thought you don't care, but again, it's like, then she's like, I'm muting you. It's like, bitch, that's not a threat. No one gives a fuck about you. Like, you're human garbage, lady. I'll follow anyone back that tells @Warski to stop being mean. Andy's not being mean, boober. He's got some crazy shit in the... I just saw a dick getting sucked in the comment section of a CNN thread by a thought. So they're okay with dicks getting sucked, but not naughty words. Yeah, apparently. I mean, Stone Mexican guy, one of my regulars... He'll tweet fucking tits and retweet tits all day from porn stars. So it's okay to have porn stars pushing for porn being on the website, which is fine. And I'm okay with it. But if you're going to get mad because I say a word, yeah, you might wanna chill the fuck out. Yeah, saying thought is too far in their eyes. Let me see. I'll actually read you the email because I contested it and they refused to give me my account back, and so I re-contested it because I'm not gonna go down that easy. They can go fuck themselves. Oh, they're like, nope, that's not it. Your account has been suspended and will not be restored because it was found to be violating Twitter's terms of service, specifically Twitter rules against hateful conduct. Listen to this, and I want to hear in the chat ones if yes, twos if no, if it meets the definition. It is against our rules to promote violence against or directly attack or threaten other people on the basis of race, ethnicity, national origin, sexual orientation, gender, gender identity, religious affiliation, age, disability, or disease. Additionally, if we determine that the primary purpose of an account is to incite harm towards others on the basis of these categories, that account may be suspended without prior warning. Now, motherfuckers, by your own definition, it's not hate speech, it's not hateful conduct, it's none of those things. So I actually contested the appeal, and I appealed again, and I said, it was a civil conversation off my end. However, all she did was berate, and she even deleted tweets where she called me even worse things. However, I didn't repost or report her because I'm not so easily hurt or offended. However, an autocorrect that wasn't violent or harassing her at all got my account banned. How does that make much sense given the full context of the situation? I did not act hateful at all, based on your own definitions. They're just pissed off. Like, I mean, they're pushing their own fucking political bullshit agenda, whatever. I don't give a fuck, but in the long run of things, bitch can go fuck herself. So, but yeah, so cyber Nazis, other things that are just offensive words towards people. Oh, white people should die, all these other things, that's totally fine. But thought, you call a woman a thought, then you're the fucking devil. But they can say whatever the fuck they want about white people. They can do whatever the fuck they want in that regard. It's all good as long as it's a white person. And, I mean, God only knows what that person is and what they identify as, because they're probably calling me out for whatever reason on that. So, oh, man. Makes no sense, right? Alrighty, guys. Definitely check out the new Twitter. They didn't flag. That's the only tweet that they sent me. That was literally the only tweet that Twitter hit me with, because I don't have any hateful stuff. I've been avoiding retard. I've been avoiding any words like that. I didn't think thought would be there because there's a fucking hashtag that's hashtag thought. It's like, oh, because PewDiePie said it, now more people are saying it, and now everyone's super defensive about being a thought. Hey, it's not my fault. That's a good description word for an idiot who is trying to tell me that I have to respect her. No, fuck you. You're lucky I didn't call you a bitch, because you're acting like a fucking goddamn female dog. Oh, and on the last note that we end on tonight, any thoughts on President Trump calling Omarosa a dog? Everyone's trying to make it out to seem like he's being racist, but my thoughts, he says dog to basically dehumanize certain people who have been little shitty people to him, who have been fired. He said it to white guys, white girls, all over the place. So anyone who's claiming that it is racist, you're just a fucking idiot. Anyways, guys, I think we'll end the stream there. Thank you, everyone who watched. I think they gave me, I had a day suspension before. And then I had a 7-day suspension for, what did I say? Oh, for defending a person with autism. I got suspended for saying that we should treat him as an equal, and if that's the case, and you should treat people with disabilities as equals, then you can criticize them. And that got me a 7-day ban. Even though I sent them the thread, I showed them everything, they forced me to maintain my full 7-day ban. They made me sit through that whole suspension, even though I showed them I'm defending the guy. I am literally defending the guy. But now I got my 7-day ban. I'm going to be putting together a whole full-length video on like my Twitter shit sooner or later. I'll probably I have an article up on Revenge of the Cis about that ban actually, and that situation. But I don't know, man. It's one of those things where it's getting harder to have any kind of view or shit outside of being liberal. On the new YouTube, I mean, on my new Twitter, I've been fucking chill as shit. Like, because I don't want to get fucking flagged down again. This has hindered my YouTube for the simple fact that people that I was connected to and had conversations rolling with, and people that I was going to be bringing on the channel for live streams and shit, I have no way to reach out to them now because I need to set up an actual Google Voice so I can link a phone number to it. So, but anyways, guys, thank you, Filipino Shay. You're awesome for the donation. Wild Fox and Tactical Discord. You guys are all awesome for helping and supporting the channel. I appreciate all you guys. If you're new to the channel, throw a subscription on the channel. Thank you for listening. Sorry I was kind of all over the place. Still working on things and figuring out the path and kind of pattern I want to work with here. Thank you to all my mods for, not having to do anything in my chat because I don't give a shit what you say. It is your right, and I'm a free speech advocate, and anyone who's against it can go fuck themselves. Anyways, guys, good night. I will see you tomorrow night. I'm going to do the same time, maybe a little earlier since Mersh isn't going to be streaming, but I'll reach out to him, and I'll have him, let anyone know who catches it. Alrighty, guys, have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow night.